Just go with the flow as usual. Good morning, Monica.
Hello, good morning, my dear Asha, all the way from Skopje, Macedonia, and Poland, Poznan says hello.
Uh, and what about weather in Poznan?
The sun is shining.
Yeah, and
Yes.
temperature is good. So something about 25 degrees.
Oh my
It's
gosh, no, not yet. Let me check.
I think it's something about 10, maybe 12 degrees, but in Skopje, so sun is shining and it's so beautiful weather. I love it. I love it so much, but only when we have April and May. From June, it's a very difficult stuff to survive in Skopje. So maybe June, sometimes from time to time you can survive, but July and August, it's something absolutely terrible for me to survive, to be here, to spend, for example, July and August in Skopje is extremely difficult because you have to use air condition for the whole day and for the whole night. You cannot open your windows because of the pollution, and it's difficult. But March, April, May, wonderful, and then, for example, October, November, okay, and September,
great.
of course. Let's please start. I can't hear you, Monica. Let's start with
Yes.
the new, I can say, I don't know, a new series of our meetings.
Yes.
Because yesterday we had a great meeting with Nevzat Kica, and I mean with his works, not with him, with his works.
Not yet with him, but maybe he will be a guest one day.
Yes, we can ask him, of course. We can ask him. We can ask him. So I will ask him for sure. You know that if there's the kind of idea, I will always do it. I will always do it. I'm always open for all ideas, stuff, new things, etc. Yeah. So please. So what do you think about this idea of opening a new series of our meetings? Entitled, as we said yesterday, when creativity has no border, the sky is not a limit.
Yes, of course, of course. So I understand that for now, CPTSD is a closed chapter for now.
No, it's not closed chapter because it's a part for example, my life, and it's a part of life of many people. So I think no, but I think we can join it, and we can combine it, and we can do it together. Because in fact, when you say that when creativity has no border, it means that you have the support from your family, for example, or from your friends. You have the support from your, for example, schoolmates or school teachers or university teachers or just people around, or maybe people from, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any other, or any different things, platforms where you can just put your works and be with your audience. So no, I think we are still in the I can say inside the whole issue about us as human beings. And about human beings which are extremely creative creatures, because we are creative creatures. But unfortunately, even if we are creative creatures, if we are not growing up in a healthy environment, we are not able to open our wings, and our wings
And fly.
and fly. Yes. Or maybe now it's better. Maybe now we are just in our previous way of
Yes,
looking.
I prefer the distant camera than the close-up camera.
Absolutely, yeah. And yes. And yesterday, when we finished our conversation,
Yes.
and when I asked Nevzat Kica about his permission of talking about his works, then I was thinking more about creativity.
Yes.
And about healthy relationships, healthy environment, etc. And I in fact realized that in fact creativity depends on healthy relations, and depends on so maybe the potential of creativity is inside is in us. So it's
Mhm.
something which we have inside.
Mhm.
And as this Sir Ken Robinson, yeah, Sir Ken
Yeah,
Robinson
Birken
said,
Robertson.
we
Yeah.
have, in fact, each person, each single person has a kind of, please help me, the word resources,
Yeah.
resource. Yeah, has resources inside, but the point is, if our relationships if our environment we are growing in, if it's not a healthy place, or maybe it's just not a supportive place for
Mhm.
you, for your creativity, because it can be a safe place, you can feel safe, etc., but maybe because of some stuff, because of some, for example, culture rules, some culture issues, maybe religious issues, etc., you are not able to show your potential
Mhm.
because I don't know, maybe it's not good enough for example, your culture map. And yeah, and your environment is healthy, but the
Mhm.
point is you cannot grow up in with your potential, and you cannot show to the bigger audience, to the um, yeah, to the bigger audience, you cannot show your potential and
Mhm.
your talent. And
Yes.
the point, and the thing which I admire the most in Sir Ken Roberts' speech
Yes.
is that there is no single person in the world with no creativity potential. So it's not possible
It's
that
in
there.
our genes.
Absolutely, and it's inborn in us. We
Exactly.
actually we were born with,
Mhm.
of course, different, I can say, potentials of creativity, different gifts, different talents.
Yeah.
But we, as Homo sapiens sapiens, the thing which I can say, which divides us, which split us from other animals, because we are animals, but we have something different inside.
Mhm.
And
Like
Sir Ken
separates.
Robert, mhm, and
Separates us.
yeah, and Sir Ken
Robinson.
Robinson said that
Yes.
the thing which is absolutely, I can say, thing which is
A human thing, yes.
the human thing, is
Mhm.
the potential of creativity. But we
Mhm.
have one more human, I can say, characteristic, as and we were talking about this characteristic yesterday. We enjoy in boundaries. We
Mhm.
enjoy putting boundaries. We enjoy in drawing boundaries. We enjoy making boundaries between us, between people, especially between groups, social,
Mhm.
different social groups.
Mhm. Mhm.
In fact, if we do not have boundaries, we cannot recognize ourselves. Because, for example, I have to be aware of my own boundaries if
Mhm.
I want to be a person. So I cannot be, for example, Joanna Renkas if I'm not aware of my own boundaries. But the problem is that
Mhm.
when our boundaries are too rigid,
Mhm.
and if we set too many, too rigid boundaries, then we are, I can say, surrounded only by
Mhm.
boundaries. And it's
Mhm.
very difficult to have.
Unhealthy. Yeah.
Mhm. And I think that it's a kind of unhealthy thing when you just think about boundaries, and you just think about how I can be different. How can I do something more, something else, something more interesting, something which will be, I don't know, better, etc. And
Mhm.
because actually I'm on the Balkans, and I love this region very much, even if I
Yes.
was born in Poland and in a different place. I can say in a different. It is very close to the Balkans. In fact, Poland is located very close to the Balkans, but we have something different in our heads in Poland. We are so self-oriented and so boundary-oriented, and
Yeah. So it's probably because of the history, about
yeah, and we are
connections
not, for example, coffee-oriented. We are not rakia-oriented. We are vodka or oriented, for example, and that's
and
something.
hearing.
Yeah,
Coffee
and
and
so
hearing the fish.
Yes, and if you are a vodka-oriented person, you cannot feel the taste of rakia. Because if you drink rakia in the same way as we drink in Poland vodka, it means that you will never feel the taste and you will never feel the smell. So you will be never fulfilled with the rakia. And rakia is something absolutely special for the Balkans and for us as people. But our today's topic is not rakia.
Not like here. No.
For example, next week we can talk more about rakia and the culture potential and the creativity potential of rakia. Yes, absolutely.
Really?
I'm absolutely
Okay.
sure that after just small, rakia, I will be more creative definitely during our classes. Okay,
Okay.
we are on the Balkans, and as yesterday. I want to show you and I want to show to our audience works of one please help me, uh,
Painter.
painter from Tetovo in Macedonia. I have never met him before. I have never met him. In fact, I have never met him
No, never
in
ever.
person. Yeah, I have never met him in person. Now I will show you just a second because I want to show you, and I have to share my screen.
Okay.
StreamYard. So there we have the StreamYard, there we have presents, and
Present.
present. Okay, and we are here. And yesterday we were talking about his. Just a second, because I want to make it bigger. Okay, yesterday we were talking about his paintings. But today I want to go back to his paintings, and I want to go back to the specificity of his work. As I said, I have never met him. I actually only asked him via internet if he agrees to show his paintings in our I can say audition.
Yeah.
Our series, and I'm very happy actually that we decided to open this new series. So when creativity has no border, the sky is not a limit, because in fact in his paintings, and as I said today, maybe that's because maybe because of my professional background, maybe because of my absolutely freakness about the Balkans and the Balkan culture, or Balkan cultures. Of course, we can talk about a kind of mutual Balkan culture and absolutely differential Balkan cultures. Because we can talk about ethnic cultures, about regional cultures, villages cultures of the Balkans, administrative cultures, and I'm sorry, I have to. No, I cannot switch off Facebook because we will not be able to watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for all of these disturbings.
No
And
problem.
when it comes to, so maybe that's because of my professional background.
Yes.
But when I saw his paintings, and it was 2 or 3 days ago, but I think it was 2 days ago, it was absolutely accidentally. I was just looking at something in the internet, and I saw not this one. I will show you what I saw 3 days ago. So it was this painting. This painting I saw 3 days ago, and I felt that I am in the middle of the, I can say, Balkan tradition. I am in the middle of the Balkans. I am in the middle of the understanding of the Balkans, and the acceptance of Balkan tradition, Balkan way of living, or ways of living. Because of course there is no one way of living, but we very often used to think about the Balkans as about something, I can say. That is something
Mm-hmm.
Please help me with the word homogeneous.
Homogeneous, probably, yeah.
Jednolite, homogeniczne,
Homogeneous, yeah.
homogeneous. But when it comes to, for example, this painting,
Mm-hmm.
I can feel both. So I can feel the stereotypical way of thinking about the Balkans as about something homogenic. Please help me.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to something homogeneous, but at the same moment, I can feel the difference, and I can feel maybe not the difference. I can feel the
Mm-hmm.
Balkan diversity,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something absolutely amazing for me
Yeah.
that he's able that he's able in his paintings
Mm-hmm.
to mm, show these two, we can say, absolutely highly different stuff. Because when we
Mm-hmm.
think about something homogeneous, we think about something very similar, that we have something in common, that we are one more, for example, this one, that we have something in
Mm-hmm.
common, that in fact we have a kind of, I don't know, mutual ways of living, thinking about reality, thinking about morality, thinking about tradition, etc. But
Okay.
he's able to, in my opinion, and according to my point of view, he is able
Yes.
to show in his paintings that
Mm-hmm.
uh, that we can think without borders, even
Mm-hmm.
if we draw borders, even if we have borders, even if we are drawing borders, even if
Yeah.
we need borders because of, for example, administrative stuff, language stuff, for example, I don't know, regional, religious, customary stuff, ritual stuff, we need boundaries because each social group
Mm-hmm.
divide ourselves from the other. But the
Okay.
point is that even if we have all of these boundaries, even if we need all of these boundaries, in fact, we are living without boundaries. We are living over the boundaries. So we are not overwhelming by boundaries. And I can
Mm-hmm.
feel in his paintings, for example, with so this one. Yesterday I said that I love this painting very much, and
Yes.
there is something in common between this painting and Jacek Malczewski's paintings. One of the most famous Polish painters. So there you have this
Mm-hmm.
very so there you have the specificity of boundaries and no boundaries. So not being overwhelming by boundaries. There you have the chaos, both
Mm-hmm.
chaos and the calmness. There you have a lot of emotions, a lot of things, a lot of thoughts, a lot of the whole background of the traditional stuff, and a kind of weightless, a kind of I don't know, flying, a kind of being free. And I think
Mm-hmm.
and what I found, oh, this one is amazing. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
this one is a little bit, for me, for example, it's a little bit scary.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
for this one, for me, it's somewhere in between Malczewski's paintings and
Mm-hmm.
Beksiński's paintings. There's
Wiśniewski?
yeah, Beksiński,
Beksiński. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Beksiński's paintings. Uh, that, but absolutely
Mm-hmm.
for me, I have no idea for other people, but absolutely for me, there's something, like I feel that there is something creepy, there is something scary, there is something terrifying in this painting, but I can feel a kind of calmness too, and agreement, no, but acceptance
Uh-huh.
of the reality. And
Mm-hmm.
one more, so this one. this one. Yesterday evening, I was actually looking at this painting for a long time, and make it in bigger and smaller, just to observe the specificity of their faces. And it's absolutely specific, I can say, for his paintings, even if I know only these paintings which are able to see, which we are able to see, observe, watch, and on his profile, that there's the unity in diversity. And that's the point, that if the creativity has no border, the sky is not a limit. The point is that the Balkan region is a so specific region that you are not able to understand it, and you are not able to feel it if you are not here, if you do not spend a lot of time here, if you do not speak Balkan languages, not only one language, or absolutely not English language. English language is absolutely not enough. Even if a lot of people,
by all means.
yeah, even if a lot of people in the Balkans, they speak English, and they speak definitely better than, for example, people in Poland. But you will never be able to feel, I can say, co-feel with the Balkans if you do not speak, for example, Albanian, Serbian, Slavonic or non-Slavonic language, doesn't matter. But of course, it will be great if you, for example, speak one Slavic and one non-Slavic Balkan language. But if you speak, for example, only Serbian or only Croatian or only Albanian language, or only Bulgarian language, only Macedonian language, you are able to not only to talk to people, but you are able to, for me, first of all, you have to listen to the people. For example, just be with people and listen to the conversations. And the point is that if you just sit down in a coffee shop and just drink coffee and just listen to the people, you will understand the unity in the diversity Nevzat Kica is actually painting about.
Okay.
They are different. They are different. They are even different in one village. Even when it comes to Balkan, for example, Balkan customs, Balkan rituals, they can be different in one village. So in one village, there you have, for example, for example, in Macedonia, when it comes to Macedonia, you can have, in one village, you can have, for example, three crosses for Vodici. Dakle, 3 krsta za Vodici. And each crosses celebrates its own Vodici in a different way.
And what is Vodici? What is
the baptism? Is the celebration of the baptism of Jesus, but John the Baptist.
Okay.
But the point is that in the Balkans, even one single village can be divided into different ways of celebration of the same
or event.
Yeah, the same event. But the point is that even if they are different, even if they draw boundaries, even if they make boundaries, even if they set boundaries, their boundaries are not the same as we think about boundaries. For example, in Poland, this one is absolutely amazing. They do not feel boundaries as we feel boundaries. They do not think about boundaries as we used to think about boundaries, as we usually think about boundaries. They were able to live with boundaries without problems till the moment I can say the Western world was so, I don't know if jealous or maybe just curious
Mm-hmm.
about the Balkan issues. And when for example, when it comes when we are talking, for example, about Bosnia and
Mm-hmm.
Herzegovina,
Yeah.
Bosnia is a great example of I can say co-living with boundaries. But unfortunately, after the Tito's death, and unfortunately, after all of this changing in Balkan politics, uh,
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the 90s, na początku lat 90.,
Yeah, yeah, at the beginning of the 90s. Yeah, yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the 90s, the Western world um, wanted to change something, wanted
Mm-hmm.
to be here, wanted to say something, wanted
Mm-hmm.
to, I can say, be joined into Balkan
Mm-hmm.
politics. And unfortunately, the Western idea of the boundary has got almost nothing in common with the Balkan idea of the boundary. And
Okay.
one more thing before we unfortunately we will have to stop
Move
talking
on.
about his paintings, because I want to show you a few paintings by Oleg. He's a great boy from Poland, and I do admire, I do enjoy in his paintings too. But
Uh-huh.
one more thing about boundaries, and one more thing about his works, and about the possibilities we have
Mm-hmm.
actually now. So when we say that when creativity has no border,
Yeah.
as I said, actually it means that when we have the support, if we have the supportive environment, even if we do not have the supportive environment in our families, because sometimes people do not have supportive environment in our families.
Yeah.
People are not able, for example, to paint at home because they, I don't know, wives, husbands, sisters, mothers, etc., say no, you will not make mess in my house, etc. Unfortunately, it's very sad,
Yeah, that's the reality. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but that's the reality.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you do not have this supportive environment, it's very good stuff that now we have internet. Now we have, for example, all of these social platform as Facebook, Instagram, etc., and
Mm-hmm.
we can express ourselves, and we
Mm-hmm.
can via all of this social media, and we can meet, I can say, we can see our works in others people's eyes. And
Yes.
that's great, because we need the mirror. Homo
Mm-hmm.
sapiens need the mirror. If we are not mirroring, if we do not feel ourselves in others people's eyes, we are
Mm-hmm.
not able to express ourselves, and we are not able to be creative. So
Yeah.
even if we are creative, each person has its own, her own, his own creativity inside. But
Mm-hmm.
if we do not have the supportive environment, if we cannot observe how our creativity is visible and how someone is looking at it, we will never be able to express it, and it's very difficult. And even if we are able to express it in the unhealthy environment, we are suffering. We suffer so much, and we are not able to express everything. We are not
Mm-hmm.
able to open our wings. We Our wings were clipped uh, because of the unhealthy environment. That's the reason I am so happy that we have internet. That's the reason I am so
Yes.
happy that Nevzat Kica decided to, so gave me the permission for showing you and to the whole audience his works. Because I think that not only that his works are extremely good, I like them so much, and I can say co-filled with his works, but that we can talk about creativity and we can talk about the importance of supportive environment in our lives, thanks to his works.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nevzat Kica, as I said, I have never met him before, but he gave me the permission, so I can show him now. And now I want to show you Oleg. So he's Oleg. He's a great painter, but not only painter. He's a great artist, crafter, and everything. And there you can see in the background.
Wait, we can't see because Asha, we still see Facebook.
Aha, you see only Facebook.
I still see
I'm
Facebook.
sorry.
Yeah. So
Okay.
probably you have to stop sharing and then share again the screen.
Okay, so I will stop. I will stop sharing. Okay, and now I will share once again the screen.
Yeah.
Okno, yes. And now I think. Okay, so this one. Can you see, Oleg?
Yes, now we can see, or I can see.
Yeah,
Yes.
super. We can see Oleg. So Oleg is I love his paintings very much, and I love this boy very much. And as I said, his mom gave me the permission of showing him, and I know that, and I hope he will be happy because he's so great artist. And not only he, but of course his brother Timon too. As you can see, his brother is here.
Yes, in the background.
Yes, and at the end of our meeting, I want to show you one of Timon's painting, because next time, so on Monday, Tuesday, we will talk about Timon's painting too. Yeah, Oleg is, I can say, extremely gifted person, but it doesn't mean that we have I don't know, kids which are not gifted. But the point is that Oleg has so supportive environment, so supportive family. So and of course Timon, they have so supportive family that they do almost everything to give them the opportunity. They discover new things in the world because they have the opportunity, and they have the super supportive environment. And it doesn't matter if they make mess, of course. From time to time, for example, his aunt Eve said, "Oh my goodness, what they've done actually with the room, with the house, oh my goodness." But it's only, when we are talking, but the point is, it doesn't matter. The point is that they have the support, the huge support, and they can discover their resources. And now we are coming back to the point with Sir John, Tom, please help me.
Ken Robinson.
Ken Robinson's speech.
Yes.
Each person has her own or his own resources, but these very specific resources. It can be, I don't know, a great gift for building buildings, or great gift for cooking, or great gift for I don't know, for example, painting, or just crochet, or not just crocheting is a great stuff. So or
not to diminish your skills, madam.
Yeah, for teaching foreign languages, or maybe for speaking foreign languages, or many different stuff. But the point is that if you have the supportive environment, you will discover your resources. It's not possible not to discover your resources if you have the supportive environment. And now I want to show you this painting. Please tell me if you can see this painting.
Not yet. No, we just see him in the room.
So he in the room. So, and now, for example, can you see the painting?
No. Still.
Okay. So I have to so maybe I have to open the painting. Just a second.
Sure.
And
Because
and
on
now
Facebook it's easier because it's on the platform, and I think here it's like you're sharing just the screen.
okay, so I will do it once again.
Mm-hmm.
Share screen, share screen. Or maybe the whole. And I think now it'll be definitely better for us. Yes, now it's better for us. Now you can
Yes.
see. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to start from this painting because it was the painting he painted in my, I can say, crafting cave, Arachne. It was a few, I don't know, weeks ago, months ago, maybe about 3 months ago. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Olush, I'm sorry, I forgot about the exact date. He visited me with his brother Timon and with his aunt Eve, and
Mm-hmm.
it was the first time here he used the oil colors. And the point is that if you use the oil colors for the first time, it's a little
Mm-hmm.
bit tricky because if you used to use, for example, acrylic colors, they are definitely different, and
Yeah,
the feeling of painting is, for me, for example, extremely different. But when you have the touch of oil colors, then you feel the structure. The oil
Mm-hmm.
colors give you the possibility of feeling the structure and of feeling this very specific 3D effect.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning, I think he was a little bit, maybe not, but he was not sure, how to behave with, what to do with these very specific colors. And then he opened and he started to paint. And in fact, that's the first painting.
I
In
think it's also crucial to be able to show the first time, like, to be able to capture it, right? This first time that you have paints, like oil paints, and then the next one, which is just a real explosion.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, and that's the reason I'm showing you this painting as a first, and there we will have more of his paintings. I got these paintings from his mother. She
Mm-hmm.
sent me these paintings few days ago, and just at the beginning, just have a look. And
Mm-hmm.
because there's something very, very specific in the way of his maybe not thinking about it, but the way how he creates the how can say the inside, not the inside, the his inner reality on the canva. Because
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to, for example, Nevzat Kica's paintings, that's the
Mm-hmm.
same point. Of course, Nevzat Kica paintings are different. They are, I can say, mature. Yeah, they are mature. They're dojałe,
Of course. Yes, yes, yes.
and they are, absolutely, yeah, they are different. But I want to make a kind of small comparison between them.
Comparison, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
between them, because I can see something in Olu's paintings, which is so tempting as in Nevzat Kica's paintings. And please just look at this painting. No, this one not, because it's Timon paintings here, and one more. This one.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is something. This one, I'm
Wow.
amazed by this one, and oh, it's a golden flower in the forest. If I didn't mess something, but
Okay.
no, 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 no. We need more. Yes,
Oh,
one more, one more, and I want to stop here. I want to
mm-hmm.
stop here and here, and now I think that you can feel the
Mm-hmm.
specificity of his paintings. He even he uses very specific colors. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
means that the feel that you have this very specific feeling when you observe his paintings. Colors are very specific. No, this one not. That's from Timon. So his colors are very specific, and the way of creating his, or not creating, but the way of expressing his inner reality is very specific. Even his paintings are not horizontal, still um, this pomóż mi proszę, please help
I'm,
me.
I'm trying to feel you, but it's like I don't know.
So even if his paintings are horizontal,
they still have I don't know. They still express
pionowość.
Oh, they express the because we have vertical and horizontal. So,
okay, so vertical.
I understand. Like you're relating it to the border, the lack of borders, right? Or the sky is not a limit. Yes, or are you referring to that?
Limit. But you know what I wanted to say is that even if his paintings sometimes are horizontal, you can feel the vertical breath.
Yeah, or expression, sure, in them.
In them. Even if you have this very specific way of of the dark side, I can say, of the dark moment, because I can say every human being, for sure, sometimes he's angry, sometimes he's happy, sometimes he feels good, sometimes he feels mad, but there is something vertical. There is something outside. There is something. For example, this one amazes me very much, and this one shows me that the sky is not the limit, and that the sky is not the limit because in a good environment, in a supportive environment, even if your gift is very specific, and even your gift is somehow linked to something, I don't know, sometimes people are able to paint only if they feel something bad. For example, if they cry, if they feel they are sad, or if they feel they are sad, he is able to overcome it, and he's able, even if maybe sometimes he feels sad, or maybe if sometimes he feels something bad, he's able to overcome it, and he's able to show you that even on the back of the black side there's the
bright side,
the light side,
bright side,
the bright side, yes.
Yeah.
And the sky is not a limit, and as you can see here, the same pattern. The same pattern. There you have the same pattern. Then you have the same way of expressing himself up, do góry. Do góry,
up. Yeah, up.
Upside?
No, up.
Up. Just up. He always uses this very specific up position. Very specific up position. Even if his painting is horizontal, you still can feel this very specific up position. And maybe that's the moment when I am absolutely amazed by his paintings, and I can and I can feel something, like magical, and that and the same thing, for example, in Nevzat's Kica paintings, horses are not the point, reality is not the point, people is not the point. The point is how to express your inner reality using colors, some kind of shapes, when I'm looking at, for example, Oleg's paintings, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at, for example, Nevzat Kica's paintings, once again, for example, here. So the first one, I can feel. So if you ask me, what is this painting about? It's
Yeah.
about his inner world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's about his, for example, his wife, his daughter. I don't know if it's about a horse, if it's about a sheep, if it's about something else. But I can feel the emotion which is hidden here. In fact, the emotion is hidden is him, but here
Mm-hmm.
the emotion is up. So the emotion is here. The emotion is on the canvas, and now the emotion is on the screen. And the
Mm-hmm.
same thing here. The same thing here. The emotion is here. Is here. It's here. His
Mm-hmm.
inner world is here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason I decided to start our series from Nevzat Kica's paintings and from all these paintings, because
Mm-hmm.
they paintings, according to my point of view, they show they are able to express the idea
Mm-hmm.
that if creativity has no border, for example, culture border, religion border, I don't know, material border,
Mm-hmm.
national border, etc. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, and and for example, here there is no border. In fact, there is no border between generation. When it comes to
Mm-hmm.
creativity, there is no
Mm-hmm.
border between generations. Nevzat Kica and Oleg. So Oleg is. I think he's 9. I think he's 9. I'm sorry, Oleg, if I forgot your exact age, but it doesn't matter. The creativity has no border. Of course, the creativity has borders. Unfortunately, if we have to live in an unhealthy environment, in the environment when we cannot express and
Yeah.
because ourselves, because we cannot discover our
Mm-hmm.
potentials, our
Mm-hmm.
resources. But the
Mm-hmm.
creativity has no border. If we have the supportive environment when we can express ourselves, so when we can discover ourselves, maybe we will discover ourselves for the whole life. Okay, but it
Think
is
we
all,
do in general.
everything is possible, and then the sky is not a limit.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are living in a non-supportive environment, when we have to hide our, for example, paintings, because our wives, our husbands, our partners, our daughters, our kids, our friends, because they are laughing. What's that, for example? Who you think you are, etc. It means that this relation is unhealthy. It means that uh, this relation is absolutely unsupportive, and
Mm-hmm.
that we will never be able to open our wings, so to
Mm-hmm.
discover our potential and to discover our resources.
Yeah.
And this painting, in the end, at the end, because I want to talk about Timon's paintings
Mm-hmm.
during our next meeting. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is his brother's painting.
Yes.
And I think at the first sign, I thought it was Oleg's painting. But then when Eve said, no, it's Timon's painting, I realized, yes,
Yeah.
there is something absolutely different. That is
Mm-hmm.
something common, but
Mm-hmm.
there is something different
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, but I love this painting very much, and we will talk about Timon, and we'll talk about his paintings next time, and of course we will talk about one more person and one more person's work next time.
Wow.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, thank you very much
Thank you too.
for today. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
too.
I hope that you enjoyed
Yes,
our
of course.
uh,
It's always interesting to discover someone else's talents, you know?
and I hope one day you will agree and we will show your daughter's paintings, and not only paintings, because your daughter makes not only paintings, but for example, weaving.
Yes,
Weaving.
she is working on it. Yeah, yeah. I have to motivate her. Sorry.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.